G'day, guys. Hope you're enjoying the podcast.
As always.
We're about to be enjoying the podcast anyway.
Yeah.
If you are enjoying the pod, make sure to send it to a friend. Yeah. And excitingly, there's a brand new feature.
New feature alert.
On Spotify, which is that little feedback box.
The box. We love a little box.
And on the on each of the episodes, you can plug away a bit of feedback for the show. So you can literally say basically give us some feedback specific to the show that you just listened to, the episode you just listened to. No matter what episode you're up to, ping us in that feedback, and then you can that feedback will then feature for other people who are catching up or they're listening to the episodes. They will see that as well, and most importantly, we like to see it. So if you can share it with your friends and write a few little words in the box, it would mean the absolute world to us. G'day and welcome to the Backpack.
We're back.
My name's Jake McKenna, and this week in order, the man on the panel most likely to get in the way, it's my little brother Joe. How are you, boy?
Yes, no, something got in my way this week, and I want to tell you boys about it.
Ooh, and to my right, coming in at 6'1", as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
Toot, toot, get out the way. Joey's got the first segment today.
Nice. Intrigued to see what it is.
Intrigued to tell it.
Cool.
So much intrigue.
Junior Boy, what do you got for us?
I don't know.
mate?
I'm just going to be intrigued tonight. I've got a hero, but we'll get to that last.
The ad man returns. The ad man returns tonight. Plus, there's a bit of chaos with KO. On ANZAC Day of all days, we'll be unpacking that. Plus, your everyday hero.
That's right, from the Eastern States.
Huge. And I've got a little secret thing I need to bring up at the very end of the show, boys. It's a massive ep. Let's get into it. Boys.
Brother Bingos.
How are we all? Are we all well?
Going absolutely well. Long weekend, getting it done. You know how it is.
Yeah, baby. It's Anzac long weekend. It's the Monday.
Let's
time of
freaking
recording.
go.
It is the Monday. Not everyone got the Anzac Day public holiday, which was,
What the freak?
I'd be pickarding in the street if I didn't get the Anzac Day public holiday.
Yeah. But we did. So too bad, baby.
And the rock-on's
Rock on,
out
yeah.
for those.
Rock
And
on,
it was
baby.
it was the wooliest day of them all today. It was pissing with
It
rain.
was woolly as.
It was such a nice day to not go to work.
It was lovely. Look, my watch, it has the lowest temperature of the day and the highest. 15 was lowest, highest 17.
Wow.
Currently 16.
Wow.
Chilling in the middle.
Seems like a weird time for it to be in the middle. It's like 8 p.m.
There's only 2 degrees it could be.
Yeah, but we've done well to middle it. We're bloody middling it.
We're split the middle.
Split
That
the
was
middle.
not my hand.
Yeah, bang average.
Oh my god.
Speaking of bang average, welcome to episode 293.
Yes, that's right. Boys, I want to tell you a little tale about something that went down in my week this week.
Tough to do. Was it a work story?
It was a getting ready in the morning story.
Okay.
Ready for work?
Yeah, getting ready.
So it happened on one of the 4 days. No,
last
week was a
5.
full day. And we've made our first blunder.
Yeah, our first fake news. Last week we all only worked 4 days. So I like to enjoy my mornings. I get up quite early so I can mosey my way into the day.
I'm going to need timestamps.
So I'll get up at 7.
Cool.
Then I now live really close to work. So I'll leave at about 8:55.
Wow.
You've got a feature-length film.
This is why I needed timestamps, because he was going to I get up a little bit early for work and then I go to work. And you have no idea that in between that time, a normal person could have done that's 2 hours.
Yeah.
What can you do in 2 hours?
I watched a movie today that was 70 minutes. You could watch
Bang.
that.
Oh, great
and,
length of a movie.
And do
And
other
watch
stuff.
it. And watch half of it again.
Yeah.
Some people run 10Ks in an hour. You could run 20Ks.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
What are you doing in that? Because that's now going to put a window of
That's usable time.
yeah, it's really going to knock down whatever Joe's doing in that time is going to seem pretty irrelevant and pretty minute compared to someone who's running 20Ks.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Because you could do a half marathon in that time.
Hour 50.
Not me, though.
No. Someone could. Well, what are you getting up to in
So-
the 150?
5 minutes.
It depends.
Yeah,
it
true.
depends on the day. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I do some work on the pod, do my editing, get it done in the morning.
You don't have
Nice.
to lie.
Get it
You
done.
don't have to lie. Just because you're on work time.
But usually what I do is I'll wake up, I'll have breakfast, I'll have my coffee, I'll do my
Scroll through
reading,
Reddit.
do my reading,
Fair enough.
have a shower, and I love going for a morning walk.
That's nice.
Morning walk is so back.
Do you
this
walk
year.
to work?
Could
you?
No, I don't. I could, yeah. It would take half an hour.
How long is your morning walk?
20 minutes.
So why not
20,
just
25.
so you do a walk and then come back and then drive to work?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
do
That's a waste of 20
Waste
minutes.
of-
No, but it's not that because sometimes I go from work to here to recording house.
Okay, well, those days.
Yeah, that's once. And you didn't work today?
I didn't work
that's
today.
Irrelevant.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
this
But other
story.
times I need to go. I'm going to go swing past the shops on the way home.
Yeah, but I just mean if you're gonna spend the time, I guess you have to.
'Cause then I
We're
have to
not
walk
factoring
home.
in the walk home.
Yeah,
We're not factoring in that it's.
That's
we've
sometimes when I
turned
get home, I
20
like to go
minutes-
for a walk.
Oh, I see. Now you should just be doing both.
But yeah,
it's tough. Would you bring? I would bring other shoes. I don't think walking in your
dress shoes, yeah, and you have your laptop, and then you're walking to work, which is like
Dude.
not as lovely and relaxing as
Just a
going
walk.
for a stroll for no reason.
Yeah.
But on this day, I'd gotten fully dressed, and I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll go do my walk, just come back."
So again, he's just completely eroded what he just said because I said you'd hate to walk to work because you got to wear the brown shoes. He goes, I get ready for work and then I go for my walk and then I come back home
Yeah,
and then I drive to work. So you're ready to go.
Now this day was a little different because I had my shower early, and I just got dressed, and I was tossing up about whether I was going to go for a walk or not, right?
Just walk to work.
And then I was going to go for my walk, but I was like, okay, I need to go to the toilet before I go on my walk.
Oh,
And I opened the door to the toilet, and I see
another man sitting there.
another man.
Oh.
Now I see a cockroach in the corner of
Oh.
the toilet bathroom. So this is basically the only cockroach
That you
there's
spotted.
ever-
Because Joe's at a new place now.
Yeah, we got the security locked down, baby. So I saw this one in there, and it looked a little weird. Like it might have been hit by something and sprayed or something.
Oh, okay.
It was not moving normally, but I saw it in there, and I was like, I really need to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
And I have my walk scheduled in, and I saw it, and I was like, oh shit.
Was it dead?
No, he's
No, it was not dead, but it was moving. It wasn't. You know when you see one and then they're off.
yeah.
This one, I seen it, and it was just there, and it was kind of like moving its head a little weird.
So you reckon like maybe Kira like stomped on it earlier that day?
I don't think so. I don't know what was going on. Maybe I guess they must have just also get sick in general.
Had you gone to the toilet yet?
No, I haven't.
Because I'm thinking he's fumigated. Maybe he's like,
Yeah.
whoa, that'll,
oh baby.
that'll do me.
Yes, I saw it in there, and I was like, I really go. But I was just and I wanted to spray, but it was kind of giving me the creeps.
What would you spray it with? Like the
Mortine.
vanilla. Oh, okay. Like,
Yeah,
just
no,
like
yeah,
the
the
ambipur. Yeah.
Hit it with the little. What's the one with the duck on it?
The Glen 20.
Yeah. So I saw it in there, and I was like, it was right in the morning. I didn't really want to deal with this whole because the cockroach is my main phobia. I didn't really want to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I like shut the door. I was like, I'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
Okay. Slash, I hope Kira deals with this later.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, I really want to get my walk in for the day. But I thought, I really need to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
So I was
So
like,
are you going to avoid going to the toilet because now there's a gatekeeper? At
yeah,
the
because now
toilet?
there's a cockroach in there.
Surely you could kill it and get rid of it.
Yeah, but I got
This
the
is
phobia.
a lot of thinking going into this.
It's all happening. And I like really need to go to the toilet. So in the end, I decide I cancel my walk and I get to
one or two toilet.
to two. It was the two.
Okay, because I was going to say you could do it in the garden, but
My favorite.
like you still can.
Yeah, you still could.
Still could.
It's gonna. Then you're gonna have to deal with a few things when you get from work. Though. One being the cockroach, one being the big nugget in the letterbox.
yeah. Why would I go in the letterbox?
Oh, I
The
just
worst
so,
place to
just so
go.
you remember to fix it up when you get home.
The neighbour's letterbox.
No, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I ended up, I was just thinking, I was like, what do I do? Like, I really need to go on my walk, but I don't want there to be disaster on the walk.
Yeah.
So I just,
Someone else's letterbox getting a humdinger.
so I just got to walk. I got to work about 40 minutes early purely so I could go to the toilet.
Oh,
So you did walk to work.
No, I drove because I had to drive. I had to drive. So I got this.
So even when faced with walking to work as being the most convenient,
Yeah, but
option-
it was an emergency. I drove to work. Even that was testing my testing the muscles down there a little bit. So I drove to work, got all my stuff.
just with the newspaper, sat under a
Yeah.
newspaper, just in case.
yeah, with the kitty litter.
Oh, the West.
And then I get to work, swipe in. It's like I'd never really been there this early, so it was good to see
Yeah.
what that was at. I got a great spot in the office.
Was anyone there?
There were people there. People get there super early. But
yeah.
yeah, so I got a good spot.
To shit, probably.
Yeah, put my stuff down. And then I was like, okay, I can't just walk straight to the toilet.
What are you here early for, Joey?
So I go down, I open my laptop, and I'm like, okay, I'll make it look like I'm going to fill my water
This
bottle.
is a long.
Oh
how
my
long would you
God.
say what time has passed between the desire to go when you've seen the cockroach to now?
Yeah.
I hate the social stigma around.
Probably
playing.
probably like 10, 15.
Oh, that's not bad.
that's pretty
It's a
quick.
proper speed run to work.
Yeah, I need to go. Yeah, so I get there, put all my stuff down, head to the toilet, and it's like, disaster averted.
Bliss.
And then, and then that was basically it.
Was
the
I
cockroach
ate on my
there?
day. It was there when I got back. Somehow,
Well, it's still in the toilet.
somehow it had gotten up to. We have like a little shelf thing up the back. So I got home, and then when I got home,
You
I
could
was
have
like,
just shut up there.
and I got home, I was like, oh fuck,
He's up there.
what I've left here is still waiting for me.
Which is better than the alternative thing
Yeah.
that you could have left there.
So I go in and I looked down at the floor. I was like, oh, what the hell? It's not there. I looked around. Not there. So it was all good. So I was like, cool. At this point, I need to pee.
Yeah.
So I'm peeing. And then my eyes sort of drift up. And because, as I mentioned, this cockroach had something wrong with it. And then I look up and I see it's on. We have like a little shelf.
Yeah.
Toilet, and I look up and I go, oh! And I see it. It's somehow.
Yeah.
I guess it was its day's work was to get up there.
It's got the high
It
ground.
crawled up. It was like at eye level.
Oh, no.
And I saw it there and I was like, whoa! And
It was looking at you.
stuff going, it's village. And then
Oh,
everywhere.
you pissed it on the wall.
I was
Did
really
you piss on the wall as a result?
Not on the wall, but like hits the rim and hits the.
You're
back of
spraying
it.
piss over your toilet.
I was a genuine
Just kill it.
I genuinely went back, and it still looked.
Joey fading away.
just this piss stream, just like
From
arcing.
three.
It's like that. Do you remember that old iPod Touch game where it would be like a guy peeing and you'd have to hold the.
Fucking not really. Nope. Angry Birds was
But yeah, I saw it.
mainly what I was playing.
I saw it up
Angry
there,
Nuts.
and it was still had looked like it had something wrong with it. Like it wasn't moving.
Kill it.
It was just kind of like, like it was drunk or something. And then eventually I cleaned up my mess.
Well, and the roach is still there.
This thing gave me the creeps, man. Kira dealt with it.
So you cleaned up your piss and then left the room while this cockroach just sat there like
There was
"Damn,
something
this
not
guy's-
right.
I was gonna run, but this guy's so scared that I actually think I own this house now. Righty boys, I was gonna say we haven't done this one in a long while, but we did it only a couple of weeks ago.
Love it.
And it's making its gargantuan return.
Oh.
It is time to welcome back the Ad Man.
He's the ad man. He's the ad man. What is the ad man? Who
The
is
Ad
the
Man.
ad man?
Apparently, I'm the Ad Man. It's a pretty simple little segment that we run. I'm a big fan of ads, always have been. And during this segment, I like to bring up ads that are either on at the moment or have been on in the past.
Yep.
And I think the last time we did it, we got sent in an ad by an absolute legend who was listening to the show and said, this ad is a little bit fruity.
Up for discussion.
But this is one that I have found today, right?
Okay. Because you just watch old ads on TV. Like you find 3-hour compilations of ads from
find them-
2004.
Yeah, I find them very therapeutic. I think they
Nostalgia.
yeah,
times.
good value to watch. Just like every now and then I'll put one on and I'm like, oh my God, do you remember this ad? And then sometimes you just hit the jackpot and there's heaps of ads that you do remember and you're like, this is nice. And then there's other times where you're watching and it's ads that you've never seen before. And you're like, this is crazy, man.
Love it. Like those ones were on a program that
Yeah, or
you
like
weren't
in-
allowed to watch.
in Adelaide. And you're like, they were getting different.
Adelaide.
They weren't getting Lube-mobile over in Adelaide, I don't think. I think that was WA based.
Oh, wow.
Lubing it up in WA.
They had the lube copter.
So today's commercial is from 2003, and
love
it
it.
is for the shoe company Betts.
Oh.
You guys remember Betts?
I remember bets.
Yeah, Bet's kids. I remember.
Yeah, well, I
Spin-off.
think I think that's just the junior version of bets.
Love it.
Now today's ad,
Are they still around? Oh, bets? I don't reckon I've seen a bets in ages. Do you reckon they've gone under?
the last bets I remember was at the shopping centre we used to go to all the time. I won't mention it, just I don't know why. And we used to go there all the time. And you used to go to Bet's Kids, and you used to have like a wardrobe of Bet's Kids clothes. You just used to live at Bet's Kids.
Oh, real? I didn't even know.
Do they still do that? I remember that. Obviously, when I was a kid, I remember, going to like the kids' version of shops. Did they still do that?
Like what? Name 3 other versions of kids' versions of shops.
Maybe it was just Bet's Kids. But like, there's no like platypus in the shoe
Kids.
shop. Kids.
No,
There
I
is a
think
Nike. Kids.
Kids. Nah.
They're just in the
Doc Martens.
the sections.
Kids.
Because kids don't have an income to go and spend.
Yeah,
cash.
exactly.
Bet's Kids made sense because it was like a clothing store that kids, not kids, but like parents would go and buy.
Yeah, school shoes.
They used to do like knockoff Dockers merch.
Oh.
I remember you had like a Dockers jersey, and I was like, because it wasn't registered, it wasn't like a legitimate thing. I don't know how they
I got a fake.
legally were able to sell stuff
I
like
guess
that.
you just make a purple shirt with an anchor.
No, it had like the full, like it was like
an
a
anchor,
single
right?
and
Oh, a full.
everything. It looked, the only thing it was missing was like the stitching that said AFL.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess they can just do
we
that.
should do that.
Damn, that's sure.
But anyway, Bet's Kids. But this is an ad for Bet's. Bet's did shoes.
Yeah.
I think they did other clothing. I only know Bet's for doing shoes and then Bet's Kids for doing everything. Does that check out?
Bet's feet. Bet's kids.
Anyway, so today's ad is from 2003. It's a Bet's ad, and they are... I don't want to give too much away. What we might do is we'll watch it, and then anyone on YouTube, you've got the glorious ability to watch the ad. If you're listening on Spotify or whatnot, we'll share the ad on Instagram this morning.
Yep.
And we'll make sure that is readily available for you as well. But if you want, jump on YouTube, give Joey a shout out, have a little gaze at the ad.
Before we get into it, I'm very intrigued because it's just like a very wholesome shoe brand. Like I can't imagine them doing anything too risque with their advertising.
Let's go edgy.
Well, there's a few things I want to talk about once the ad starts. So we'll play the ad. I'll explain what takes place in the ad afterwards, and then we can have a little bit of a yarn about the ad. Easy?
No, put it up there for us to watch.
Good, we're just working out the logistics of how we're going to watch this.
You think you're struggling to
Let's
watch
get the plasma screen going.
Okay, here we go.
Should we pop?
Oh, that's
That's the cover's what it was leaning on.
All right, ready?
yeah.
This looks bloody
Class.
brilliant.
Let's do it.
Let's watch this thing.
Big summer tans.
Oh,
Okay.
Bet Summer Tan.
Bets
Bet
summer
summer
tan.
Oh, Bet Summer Tan.
You didn't even understand the tagline.
So for the listeners who just listened to
Just a song. Really, on reflection, it was literally just a little tune.
It's a great track though. Full credit to the track makers. So let's break it down.
So I was watching, just for context, I was watching this on TV, and I wasn't paying full attention to it. And then I saw the shot that we're going to talk about.
Yep.
And my head did a fucking 180 that hard. And then I was like, oh, we're going to have to watch that in its full, catch that in its entirety. What we saw then was a Bet's ad. They were advertising summer sandals. Summer sandals that you don't necessarily wear with socks. They were low-riding shoes that would come up to just below your ankle, I'd suggest. Like halfway up your foot, bit below your ankle.
kind of like a
Yeah.
Birkenstocky sort of jandal.
Imagine a croc. It's probably a good croc-sized...
Yeah.
Yeah?
but without the
Jandal.
holes. Yeah, it's a jandal.
It's a jandal.
And so the people are wearing said shoes, and then sort of the last frame is it's people
At the beach.
It's people at the beach trying to tan their feet because in essence they've been wearing these shoes all summer that the rest of their body is tanned, but this part of the feet that has had the shoe on it isn't getting tanned. So they're making an active and conscious
Yep.
effort to even out the tanning by tanning just their feet.
Yeah, so there's people, one of them, he's covered in sand, but he has his feet showing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
And then
And then the final sort of the kicker.
so we see everyone's tan lines. You
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
most Aussie blokes, people who look like me, we have like very dark skin in summer, and then
Yep.
you see my jock line
Yeah.
where my bum is, and it'll be white. White as
White
all
as-
white could be.
The day you were born.
But there was another character that featured.
There was
Yeah, so it's sort of, there's 4 men's feet.
three.
Each revealed.
Three men. Three?
Doesn't matter.
Each revealed one by one.
Yeah.
Each getting a
close-up.
Yeah, close up, massive foot tan.
Yes.
Mad
Next
Tamer.
guy, massive foot tan.
And these are both Caucasian individuals, and you can still see the foot tan.
yeah. And then
And then the last guy-
next one.
He's an African man.
Yeah, his tan. So that's the thing. You just see his foot. His tan is much darker. Foot is
Well,
still-
his skin tone is much darker.
yeah, his skin tone is darker.
And his lack there of tan makes him look like the Caucasian bloke sat beside him.
Yes, it almost looks like. Yeah, like
He's
got,
been in the sun forever, like because he's so tanned compared to the rest of the lads.
Yes, like his original skin pre-tan
is
is the exact same color as the white.
yeah,
man.
yeah.
yes,
But
But when we see the actor,
the contrast, and when you pan up to the head, you're revealing that this man
was
isn't the same color as the
no,
Caucasian.
he was
man.
born a different color. He was born tanned.
Yeah.
Regardless of how long he's been wearing these shoes,
Yeah.
he was never going to change his complexion quite that drastically.
That's right. So their joke is
You're wearing these shoes so much that you actually
become
African.
change race.
yeah, exactly
How
right.
good Bet's shoes are.
Now, what are our initial thoughts? Because I've got something I want to point out to you towards the end.
okay. Initial thoughts
Initial
watching
thought.
that.
Good humor.
It's a visual.
it's a visual gag.
I
It was
feel
a
like-
different time. It's 23
sorry.
years ago.
I feel like all ads need to have somewhat of a gag in there.
Yep.
And
Especially when there's no other word spoken. Like,
But
as you
even
heard, it's
to-
just true. It's just a tune.
Yeah, to me, even just the fact that they have the shoe tan is like a good gag.
Yeah.
And then
Did we
they've gone, they've taken it to the, next
absolute
level.
extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
insinuating that man is. Yeah, I don't
It's
understand.
the,
really
yeah, it's the
though.
absurdity of it that just pushes it to the next level.
Because they're saying he has been wearing that shoe
maybe
for so fucking long. Like,
his
if you
skin
basically his whole life.
that his skin has turned white. That's what
No,
they're saying.
No,
we're
no.
thinking that he's a white
opposite.
guy.
He's white, but because he's been wearing that shoe, so he's had that shoe on for so long
So-
that the rest of his body has
It's so
become
dark.
very African.
So their joke is that a white man gets tanned so much that he becomes a darker skinned man.
It's saying you will love these shoes so much that eventually you'll become quite a bit darker, but you will always remember that you weren't because
Yeah,
of the shoes.
You love your shoes and wearing them.
They,
It's
yeah,
hard
basically-
to see what.
It is a
what were
stretch
you?
of
What
an
were
ad.
you trying to say? That you?
Now he was sort of saying that okay, it's an African guy,
Yeah.
but because he's been wearing the shoe for so long, his feet have
Return.
been in the dark for so long. He's never seen sun on his feet.
Yeah, that they've almost turned
they've-
Caucasian.
Shriveled
It's
away.
almost the other way.
Yeah, it's flipped. I think what it's trying to say is that this man started Caucasian, but he's been wearing these shoes for so long that he now has a very different
Yeah.
complexion.
I mean,
It's starting a conversation.
the joke of the ad is the racial skin color gag.
Yeah.
But the point is strong.
So I rewatched it a few times, and I was like, oh well, the guy seems quite like I was watching it. And I was like, well, he seems quite jovial about the whole thing. Like he turns to he puts the. You see his feet, and then a reaction of him, and he looks at his mates, and he just sort of laughs like, "I love these shoes." And I was like, oh, so maybe he was in on it.
So-
But then watching it just then, I want to show it to you one more time and see if you guys notice anything, right?
Okay.
Mainly from a casting standpoint. If you think about the behind the scenes of how this is shot.
Yeah.
Because in doing so, like you're like, oh, this might be a bit risky. And then you watch his reaction and you go, oh, well, he's into it. Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Right? Keeping in mind, he's probably just an actor who needs to make some money.
Yeah.
But now watch it and see if you can think about the behind the scenes element of this.
The
'Cause
casting.
because I have the casting and how it's been done. Because I have a bit of a theory as to what I think might take place.
Oh, okay. Joe, lean in.
All right, so we're watching it again. The man's in the sand with the shoes out. There's sort of a dog. Now people are walking. A man picks up a frisbee. I'm doing the audio description.
And they've
Throws
all
it
got
to a
the, they've
girl.
all got the foot tan, right? Then we've got the three lads here.
Oh.
And then he looks up.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And I wonder, so at this point, so what I've just explained to the lads there, so they go along the feet, one set of Caucasian feet, two set of Caucasian feet, three is meant to be the darker, the the black man.
Yeah.
You can say that.
It's okay. I'm getting very nervous. And so you see his feet, and they're white, and then they sort of become black at the ankles.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the next shot is the black man looking at his mates. But part of me is wondering, did he think he was in a very different ad?
Yeah, because
And he had no idea that was going to... Because just imagine if he was just there and they're like, okay, now just smile to the boys, and he just smiles to the boys. And then he sees it when it airs and goes, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened to me?
Because there's two ways you can do it.
Yes.
One, which is what I thought they did at first, was he's there for the whole day of shooting.
Yeah.
And at the start of the day, it began with his feet being painted.
Yes.
White.
I thought.
That's what I thought they had done at first.
Yeah, I thought they painted a black man's feet white.
No,
That's
I don't
what I
think that's
thought.
what's
But on
happening.
reflection,
Watching it again, it's quite the opposite.
yeah. So they would have had a white actor
Yes.
and basically his foot double,
Yeah.
and then
Painted
They would
the rest
have
of his skin.
done.
The lesser known black ankle. You've heard of black face, but they were doing like black ankle.
But I wonder if so the guy could get in character, did they continue the paint all the way up his body? Or did they stop at the neck?
You'd hope not. But yeah, because you see the foot and then it pans up, but they're cut.
Yeah, they're cut.
And it's
two
just
different
three,
days of
and it's
shoot.
three blokes just having a big smile. And you're looking at the black guy, and he sort of, in an unknowing way, gives you permission to laugh because he's laughing, enjoying himself. But then you realise that might have been the Thursday shoot, and we've done the Wednesday shoot with the feet, and he's got no awareness as to that.
That brings it up to another level. We don't know what's going on at the Bets headquarters with this one.
Would you reckon you guys, what would you do if you saw that ad on TV today? Would you be shocked? Would you find it funny?
I wasn't gonna buy Bet shoes anyway, unless they become sponsors of the pod. And I don't think that ad makes me, one, want to buy shoes, or two, want to buy really anything
From them.
from Bet.
Yeah, if I saw that one today, I would be very shocked. I was shocked when I saw it now. It's just not something that is the done thing.
No.
But maybe 23 years ago, it obviously was on air. There was no big...
Yeah, I just think as shocked as we are, or anyone else watching would be, I don't think anyone was more shocked than the African man who was portrayed in the ad when he actually saw the ad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was in on it. Maybe he saw the script. He was like, "This is fucking hilarious."
I think he had to be in on it.
Yeah, he'd have to know what was going on.
But then you just paint his feet.
No, but I guess
I
it'd
reckon
be
it's
harder to do right because
I don't know, but
it's a lot easier. If you wanted to paint, if you had two options to paint my foot blue or my ankle blue, and it'd look good.
Yeah, okay.
Ankle's way easier to paint because the nails and you got to get into the nail of it all.
oh yeah. Oh, you're thinking logistically. I was thinking something else, but yeah.
What do you think?
Or it's more like just changing shades and stuff can be hard.
Yeah, maybe it was just a budget issue.
Maybe. But yeah, there you go.
Because it is only Bet's kids or Bet's feet
Bet's
or whatever.
feet.
Yeah, if it was Nike, then it's a targeted attack.
He's the ad man. He's the ad man.
Alrighty, boys. Anzac Day was on over the weekend. I mentioned on radio, probably my favourite public holiday. I think it has a nice level of sincerity about it.
Yep.
And it has a lot of meaning jam-packed into it compared to a lot of other public holidays where we're just like, I have no idea what this is about.
Yeah, do it.
And something that is accelerated exceptionally well is how they do it in the AFL.
Yep.
And every year on Anzac Day, they play the big fixture between Collingwood and Essendon, which is a premier fixture, I'd say nationwide, especially for us Collingwood supporters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they did that again on Saturday.
That's right. Anzac Day of the footy. It's one of the most watched games across Australian television, boys.
I'd say second to the grand final
Yeah,
from a viewership.
Yeah, bro, it would definitely be one of them, for sure. Maybe preliminary might creep up there as well.
Yeah.
But the Anzac Day is huge. So everyone watches the Anzac Day match, and we all noticed something which hasn't been talked about yet, and I wanted to bring it up tonight. We were watching the telly, watching the ANZAC Day game. And what kept cutting out, boys?
Everything. We had the sound cutting out, the
visuals.
picture cutting out. Pre-game, I was watching on 7 because I thought it might have just been a KO issue.
Yeah.
But pre-game, I was watching on 7. And it was Hamish McLaughlin sitting with, I think, Dyson Heppel at the time. And they were chatting about the pre-game of the football. And it just conked out. And all of a sudden, it was just a grey screen. We could still hear that. It was a bit like a podcast that I was watching on TV. And it was just a grey screen and 3 blokes talking. And then like, all right, we're going to throw to a package. And then they threw to the package, a bit hopeful that the package was going to work.
Yep.
And it was an Archie Roberts package.
Yeah.
One of the Essendon players. And they played about 25 seconds of it before that conked out. And then they came back and like, okay, we're going to go to an ad break and see if we can get all this fixed up. And I was like, fuck, and this isn't going to, this is like their biggest
The big day.
The second biggest day, I'd say, on the AFL calendar. And then they came back from the ads and I was expecting everything to be as it was.
Yeah. Someone's been fired and the show goes on.
But instead, we were watching the opening round fixture between Collingwood and St Kilda. They were just showing a highlights package of that game.
Yeah.
For
It was a good, great game.
at least 5 minutes, and then I changed channels. I jumped on KO at that point. I went, well, I don't necessarily, okay, I really like the Anzac Day fixture, but I'd like to at least watch the 2 teams who are playing it.
Yeah.
Not just one team belting St Kilda.
Yeah, and there was like a solid, like, I think, was it end of the first quarter?
Yeah, it was end of the first quarter.
When the sound dropped out?
The sound of the crowd completely dropped out. So I remember watching, it went all, did you get that? It was like that weird green.
Green and grey. Me and Jake
Green.
thought we were going to get a message from the government saying, like, hide in your bunkers.
It's showtime, yeah.
But then the crowd audio just disappeared. And we were just watching a silent game of footy, almost Charlie Chaplin-esque.
Yeah.
With the dulcet tones of Hutto and...
Gary Lyon at the
Yeah,
time.
it was so weird seeing.
Neither of whom seemed to know that there was issues because neither of them flagged it. They were like, we were experiencing a few technical difficulties, but we're just going to keep forward. Like, neither of them mentioned...
I don't even think they knew.
Nah, neither do I. We did feel a bit like we were sat in the box with them
Yeah.
because, like, the sound of the crowd was no longer there. The
Yeah.
sound of the umpires was no longer there. So it did very much sound like Hutto was just sitting on the couch next to me going... And then Scott Pendlebury picking up his 43rd touch.
And it was weird because it's hard to tell. I found there were like a few like people kicking goals and stuff. And the crowd goes mild. Like,
Yeah,
nothing
truly.
was happening.
Yeah, it goes to show how much the crowd volume of these games dictates the ambience and the vibe of how exciting the moments are. But it begs the question, boys, with the rising prices of KO and the only way to watch footy on the weekends on Saturdays, should there be something done about the prices if we're watching the game without the full package?
Well, you reckon you could put in a refund fee after the end of a fixture and be like, all right, well, that was not good enough. I would like $8 back.
Well, it would be interesting to read the terms and conditions and see what I'm promised, because if you're promising me full coverage of the AFL and I'm not getting all the coverage that's promised, isn't that false advertising?
That is an interesting point. I don't know if crowd noise falls quite into that bucket.
I think it adds a lot, does it not?
There's a lot of people who were complaining because I was concerned at the time. I was like, oh, maybe this is just our setup.
Yeah.
But so you're obviously just jumping on like Twitter and then you're jumping on Instagram and everyone's berating the respective channels in the comments because it wasn't necessarily just a KO thing. I believe Channel 7 had all of the same issues because they work out of the same bunker.
Yeah.
I think the ground, whoever's showing the fixture, just like just fucking fumbled it.
Kept kicking cords over.
Because I don't think they have 2 different bunches of crew that come and film the games.
Yeah, it's all.
They call the games separately, but I don't think they're necessary. I don't think like one guy's got a camcorder next to the guys on Channel 7. Like, how are you, Gary? Yeah, we're just going to give
There was one point that I liked actually where all the cameras cut out except for one. I think this is after the green screen thing happened.
Yeah.
All the cameras cut out and there was no sound and
Yeah.
the only camera was working was the wide. And so I actually kind of liked it. It was, you're watching the whole game where you can see everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is it. This is what I've been asking for, because I like to see what's happening off the ball.
The bird's
Oh,
eye
yeah,
view.
right.
And we're watching that. And
Joey's checking out the crowd. Joey's like, I like to see what's going on off the ball. When I go to the games live, I've got binoculars, but never for the ball. I'm always looking at the stand just across.
And I like that you could see everything that was going on. And I was like, oh, this guy's under a lot of pressure now because he's not getting a break.
Yeah.
And there was, when the quarter finished, usually they cut to close-ups of the players going off.
Yeah.
And then this guy, he must have been getting it in his head. He was like, mate, we're going to need a close-up. So he was zooming in on the players.
He crashed
So
through
he's
200
like,
meters.
yeah, he's zooming in. Oh, there's Scott. He's one of the famous ones. I'll fucking film him.
While the game's still on, or at
No,
the
the
end of
game had
quarter?
finished. They were
Oh,
walking to the
right.
quarter, and he was filming. Yeah, this guy was doing the close-ups.
Well, I guess with the issues that Fox and Channel 7 had over the weekend, maybe this is just an experiment to see
I don't think so.
what if, but like now that we've seen angles of the game, like Joe just said, we only got the wide for a couple minutes and we've heard it without the crowd noise. What if there was a setting on KO where you could customize your broadcast?
Yeah, I would like
Yeah,
that.
I would love that.
Imagine like a FIFA where you can change whether you're going to look at the game from that angle, because you can change like the height. I remember like playing like 2K.
Yeah.
And you've got 2K cam and you're just behind one player
Yeah.
and you're just watching the game from that angle. Like you could just put it into like behind the goals. I just want to watch behind the goals footage. The entire fixture.
Maybe there's a camera that follows Nick Dacos, or there's a camera that sticks on the wide or sticks on Craig McRae. This is a very Collingwood themed
Yeah,
podcast.
or Luke Jackson
Yeah, Luke Jackson.
Nice.
Nice.
getting the locals.
But then also maybe you could, if maybe your crowd, maybe your team's the away team and they keep getting booed. Maybe you want to turn off the crowd noise
Yeah.
but still hear the callers.
I
That'd be
do
cool.
think that with all the high tech stuff going on, I do feel like the customization is what people want. Because people were saying, there were people in the comments being like, I love this with no crowd noise. It's
yeah.
great. And other people were going, I'd love to be able to switch the commentators off.
Yeah.
Like, I think just give the people.
Well, that's something that
What
me and
they
Riley,
want.
that's something me and Riley talked about, because we really wanted to hear Brian Taylor call the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's only working for Channel 7. So we were like, all right, we'll put it onto Channel 7. But then in doing so, because they don't have 4K picture quality, it looked shocking compared to Fox.
It looks so bad, especially when you make the jump down.
Which
Yeah.
I don't get because
Because I forgot we did it because the sound went out of KO. So we jumped back to 7. Then I'm watching on 7 and I was like, I started squinting as if I wasn't wearing my contact
Yeah.
lenses. And Riley goes, why does it look so different? I said, I think the shadows come over because everything looks darker.
Oh, yeah.
And
Blame
then,
nature.
and then he goes, no, it's because we're on 7. And I was like, oh, fuck, it is too. So then we go back to KO. So we can see it, but we can't hear it. And I even got up and went to put the radio on and I was going to simulcast. I was
Yeah,
going to do
nice.
my own customization
Yeah.
by listening to Triple M and watching KO.
Didn't Jake you say that back in the day on free-to-air TV, you could press a button and it would swap who calls the game?
For Collingwood fixtures way back in the day, you used to press red for Ed. And in doing so, there was a Foxtel function where you'd press the button and you'd get Eddie Maguire's and like a biased Collingwood call of the respective
and some
fixture.
fans would say that's what all the calls are. Am I right?
Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero.
Boys, fortunate enough to still have stories from my trip to Queensland.
Yes, it was worth it.
Exciting.
That's right. We milked this puppy for all the content
Yeah.
we could get. That's what I was there for. It was a content trip.
I'm going to do a New Zealand trip story next week.
From 2 years ago.
Yeah, just milk that baby dry.
Yeah. Milk it, Joey. Milk that thing.
Can you roll that tax bill over 3 financial years?
That's what I'm going to try and do, baby.
huge.
Ba, 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 ba,
Get
ba, ba,
up to
ba, ba.
our guy.
Get it to our guy.
Our guy.
This have a guy.
Spoken to
Our
our
guy.
guy recently? Is he going all right?
No, we talked about you for,
Yeah, we only talked to him during
Right.
Windows.
you know, like that fair weather
Not
friends.
the computer program.
It's funny if we messaged him. He's like, "You guys only message me when you need me."
yeah. I'm fuck you guys.
What
I'm
do
done.
accountants do?
for the rest of the year?
Yeah.
Stretch it out.
I got a few mates who are accountants. I should ask them.
Yeah, I don't know about
They're
these.
always like, it's busy time in June. And I'm like, yeah, but like,
May, June.
and they
season.
sort of can't spread it out. Like they can't do it in
Yeah. So there are some businesses that have
August.
different.
They can't be like, fuck, I'm flat out in August. You're like, you're like really late.
Yeah, literally.
I think some businesses have different financial year ends.
People do like quarterly things.
Yeah, maybe they're helping with an
Monthly
audit. Or getting the interim report in.
So it could be a good job. It could be like a cushy. You put,
I reckon it's
you
cushy.
put your feet up for 10 months and then it's like, oh, fucking busy time. And that
shit.
just means we
I'm
need to
actually
sit
going
up.
on leave now. Actually, for the next 2 months, going Europe ways. Anyway, I'll see you guys in about August. When do you guys reckon you'll be finished? August 30? Oh, okay, I'll be back then. Cool. So my story takes place in Queensland. That's right, boys. Went to Queensland, and the main part about going over east, the most exciting part of the trip was going to all the theme parks.
Yes, 3 Park Super Pass.
That's right. Talked about it on the show. Went to Movie World first.
Oh, great choice.
Oh, yeah.
Great choice.
Movie World is run by, what's that company
Brothers?
called?
Universal?
No, Roadshow.
Okay.
You know the V's?
Yeah. When you watch VHS, an old Aussie
I think
movie.
they used to do.
I thought it was run by Warner Brothers.
Mergers. No, I think that's Dream World.
Yeah, that's Dream.
Is that? Did you go to that one as well?
Roadshow films. Remember that? I feel like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
used to be on Brum. Did they used to be on Brum?
It's like this.
I was fucking flat
I could
that
do
there
that.
was no.
Dun, dun, dun,
I love going to see a
dun,
movie.
dun, dun, dun. That's the thing, isn't it?
When you go to
Dun, 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 dun.
maybe when you go to see a
fuck it, I'm
movie
getting
and
it
you
out.
see that, you're like, this is going to be an indie classic.
Yeah, literally, boys. You know who freaking owned Brum? ABC. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
I reckon he goes dun, 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 dun.
Pride for the
Dun, dun,
ABC.
dun.
We love
Here
the
we go.
ABC.
I might be wrong. Oh, we're getting an ad for
Yeah,
some AI woman wearing very little.
Oh wait, show us. Oh, I've seen that one.
What would you do if you saw that ad today?
Yeah, this
Is that Roadshow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like as soon as I
It
walked
used to
in.
be on the old Mr. Bean VHSs that I had as a kid.
Yeah, it was it had big legs on VHS.
Should I get Brum tattooed on my
On your ass.
On the rocket.
on the buddy on the pistol? We should start.
We should start the pod with that, yeah.
Yeah.
This week's Mac Fact podcast. Brought to you by Roach
Can you
Entertainment.
finish a TikTok with that one?
Just don't tell them. It's brought to you by Roach.
Anyway, so I was.
If they have rules around, imagine like as a film, just to put some gravitas on it. You're about to do a showing and you're like, dun 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 dun. You just put some random thing on there and you're like, did they finance your film? Yep.
The
Lions.
HBO thing.
Lionsdale. All of them.
Yeah.
You do all of them.
The little guy on the moon fishing.
Spyglass.
Yeah. And then you finish it with authorized by Australian Public Camera.
They do come up with some great graphics, don't they?
You have to do the camera one. Obviously.
Do you know what? I watched a movie the other day and it was by the Weinstein Company.
Cool.
And
Harvey.
I put it on. It was a great film. It was Saint.
Jerome.
I've
Saint
told
Vincent.
you.
Saint Vincent.
Yeah, and it was
Saint
by.
Vincent Pelosi.
Goes on about this movie. Like,
I love it.
It
It's
came
my.
out.
It's my Walter
but
Mitty.
you know who fucking made that movie?
And yeah, and then the Weinstein lawyer come up and Taylor told me, he goes, "Should we be watching this?" And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "It's not like a BTS of what he got up to.
And Jake's
It's
like,
just a film."
Jake's like, and that's why I love this film.
yeah. That's
I exclusive. We only watch stuff from the Wein. Also, in Entourage.
oh, he's in it.
Yeah,
Is he Harvey?
and he's quite.
Oh, yeah.
He's quite brutish in it. Fuck this. I saw a video this week. Sorry, I'm taking this under the tangent.
Go crazy.
I saw a video this week, and it was a clip of like pause the episode of Entourage when you see someone who's been cancelled, and they got like 3 seconds into an episode, and I was like, all right, well, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow. Who would have thought we'd be talking about HW in the everyday era?
Yeah. Unrelated.
Yeah.
Back to
Village Roadshow would never.
Yeah, Village Roadshow. So it's run by Village Roadshow.
Who's in charge of Village Road?
Oh, this thing goes
I
all
think
the way
Brum.
to Brum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Brum ever be cancelled on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he runs off diesel, man. That's not grand.
yeah. Anyway, so the one ride that I really wanted to go on to fulfill my childhood dream
What's Brum?
was the Scooby-Doo ride.
Oh,
Yes.
big.
So Roadshow own DC. So it's mainly just like you see Batman and Robin and Catwoman. What's her name?
I think
Pussycat Woman.
Pussycat Woman. Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Pussy Woman. Is it Catwoman?
Nah,
It's
I
so
think
there's
it's
nothing to do
Catwoman.
with bats. There's no Batwoman. There's a Catwoman.
There's a Batgirl.
Is there?
Batgirl.
Yeah.
My wings are like a shield of steel.
Alfred.
Alfredo.
That's an
Did
inside.
you go on the Alfred ride?
That's an inside joke.
The Alfred ride. Yeah.
Batfink. When was the last time you watched Batfink?
Yeah, Google Bat. If you're watching this, pause it and Google Batfink.
What's bad?
It's Dad's favorite animated show.
My wings are like a shield of steel.
It's
When's Father's Day? We'll get him to chat.
It's from
We'll just do a whole hour on Batfink.
It's from like the 50s.
Yeah.
But with a cartoon, it's hard to tell when you're a kid. So I watched Batfink when I was a kid. I thought everyone was watching it. My wings like a shield. It's a bat. He's a superhero or some
He's
shit.
a bat, but he can't get hurt because his wings are like a shield.
Yeah,
of
so
steel.
he's like getting shot at.
He brings them in, and no one can hurt him.
Oh.
His head pops. His head is out.
And it used to be on TV, and
Yeah.
and then Dad had walked past and goes, "Oh, you guys, are you watching Batfink?" And we're like,
I think.
well, like it's on, and yeah, we are. I guess we are staring at the screen. But like you wouldn't go because it was ABC Kids, man. You weren't actively looking for stuff. The algorithm was whatever they put on.
Yeah, it's brainwashing. But great stuff when it's Brum and Batfink.
Yeah,
Right?
Batfink's coming back, man. We'll do Batfink chat.
yeah,
We've got 20 minutes on Batfink incoming.
All right, so is it movie world?
Was Batfink there?
No.
Was Harvey there?
And I was looking at the wait times because they have this great system set up. Did they have the app when you were there, Joe? They've got a fucking app and it tells you where everything is and the wait times, and they're bloody accurate. So like it'll say like, oh, the DC ride is 85-minute wait, or this ride is a 15-minute wait. So you can like plan your day throughout that. Show times when the Scooby and the gang are going to be doing their dance out the front of the main drag, all this stuff. And
Yeah, Cappuccino Strip.
yeah, the Cappuccino Strip. Anyway, so I got in to see. We got in early for the Scooby-Doo ride. Only had to wait the 85 minutes.
That is fucked. What are you doing in line?
Well, they've got the feature film of Batman, one of the greatest films of all time.
Batman.
Not Batfink.
No,
It's
Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
And the Mystery Island, is it called?
The one with Rowan.
The one with Rowan.
Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson.
Scrappy is he?
Rowan's had 2 mentions in the hero.
Scrappy-Doo infiltrates Rowan Atkinson's body.
Yeah, he drives around like it's a puppet.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Amazing.
Anyway,
Spoilers.
so we catch the second half of the second act and the third act, and then we caught in this order the first act and the first half of the second act. So we watched the whole film just in a strange order while we're waiting in line, and they've got these big TVs up, and it was just like mainly full of kids and families and stuff, as you do see at these theme parks.
Yes.
And it was just me and Olivia, and then we noticed there was this like one gentleman in front of us who he was a solo dolo guy, and I only realized this as we got closer and closer and closer to the ride because it only seats 4. Hence the wait time.
Oh, wow.
And there was times where like he was just sitting on the ground watching the film for a little bit, and then he was like, there was one point where we came around it was in the snake formation, the line, and we came around one snake line, and he was so locked in on this film that he lost us. And then we were like, oh shit, that guy's like, he missed it. He missed the boat. Now he's gonna like have to stand there for another 40 minutes. But he like realized and walked back up and just like cut in.
Wait, so people were walking past him and he was watching Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, but he was like that logged into it that he loved it. But he was a solo operator.
Imagine knowing you're waiting 85 and then you intentionally turn it into 2 hours.
So this bit's good.
So we went on the ride in the end, and I ended up getting the photograph of us on the ride. You know, the classic like.
Good on you.
You go down as the scary bit. So this is
He's
the
on
photo.
it, isn't he?
And so that's me shitting myself.
Why do you look like you're about to?
I was ducking.
Put your face through the screen.
I was ducking because it was the part of the ride where there's axes like that go over your head, and like I was like, I'm not that tall, but I'm probably like taller than most kids that go on this thing, so I'm just going to duck just for
you
safety.
look like you're trying to bash your teeth out on the bar in front of you.
This will also be posted on Friday, so check out the Instagram at the MacPack to see this photo. And then here's Olivia screaming, very scared with her eyes closed. And then here's our man.
Oh, the lid!
Fucking loving it. Here's another random guy.
Fucking what a crew!
So good.
It's no one's best angle except him.
He's loving it.
Why does he? So Riley looks terrified. Olivia looks terrified. The other guy looks terrified. This guy looks like he's sitting for a job application photo. He's like smiling, like I'm happy to be here.
He's like the extremely photogenic guy. You know, the guy who's running at the marathon. This is. He looks like, and he's also, everyone else is on an angle.
He couldn't be better off.
His posture is fucking perfect.
That's right. And he's got the biggest smile on his face. His arms are like crossed in his lap. He's got his like fingers interlocked in his hand. Like he's not nervous at all. This is the best moment of his life. And I've rated how he was just doing the whole day by himself. Like he clearly just came on this ride by himself, right? And then
It's a long time to wait by yourself. Hey, very impressive.
I know, right? It was awesome. So what a guy. And then we had the 3-day pass. So
3-day super pass.
the next day we went to SeaWorld.
Oh, don't
Guess which motherfucker we saw by himself? Freaking our guy, because we were standing in line to get in. And Olivia was like, there's a guy, the guy from the Scooby-Doo
Did
ride.
you introduce yourself the first day?
No, because like we were only like, we didn't like see him. I thought that was going to be the last time I ever saw him. And then I got this photo. And then like we were like, oh my God, that's that guy again. And then we lost him. Like we were like, oh my God, that's him.
That
Like,
exciting
he's here
week.
by himself.
Here he is tonight.
Yes.
But then we walked into
Had him
the
tied up in your boot this whole time.
we walked into SeaWorld and I was like, oh fuck, like I should have airdropped him the photo I got because he didn't buy it.
Yeah.
I was like, that
That's
would have
it.
been so good to just be like, oh bro, I saw you yesterday. I got this photo. You probably didn't buy it. I could have given it to him. But fuck, missed it. But maybe this one will one day find him.
Well, yeah, maybe this. If you know the random lonely, well, the alone guy, he wasn't lonely.
I call him,
He was by himself.
Well, he's
the
not- he's
single
not-
patron.
he's not the roller coaster. He's the solar coaster.
Oh, good. If you know the solo coaster, get in contact and Riley will get this photo to him.
Yeah, that's
Only via airdrop though, so he will have to fly from Queensland to Perth.
Well, I just rated because maybe he was a tourist as well. Make all this journey all the way there. Maybe he was on a work trip or something.
Yeah.
But he was
Well,
still
you were.
like, fuck it. I'm just going to buy the 3-day pass and go to all of them by myself.
That's huge.
I would never do something
I
like
rate
that.
that
Wish I had the
highly.
courage. Good on him.
Good man. Did you guys, he stay with you guys after that? Just like, oh, we're going everywhere together. Might as well just cut out the middle, man.
yeah.
So you want to sleep on the couch or in the bed?
yeah. Or with me.
There you go. So this week's Everyday Hero is going to the solo coaster
There you go.
for doing life on his own terms. We absolutely love to see it. Righty boys, that just about brings us to the end of another week on the MacPag podcast. Before we finish up, I had a good mate of mine mention to me over the weekend that he was talking about someone. He goes, do you think that ... looks exactly like your youngest brother? And I was like,
Jesus.
no, I've never thought that.
Is it Scrappy Doo?
And so what I want you guys to do is guess who you might think, not the person is, but who looks like Riley.
Jordan Clark.
yeah.
Oh, from the Fremantle Dockers.
Yeah.
I've
Riley,
been
who
told
was
that
your-
so many times, mainly by you guys and then by
By Jordan.
a woman at work who is quite the senior, like very high up at work.
Yeah.
And she
Oh,
came
not
over
an
to me.
old lady.
And she was like, you don't play for the Doggers, do you?
fucking hell, they
And
really...
I was like, no, not at all.
Because you
You
need to
should
get
like-
back on D.
She's like, watching the Brisbane Lions versus Dockers game on the weekend. And I was like, oh, that's right.
I forgot Jordan Clark used to play for Geelong.
Did he?
See, he just looks so,
the
so
fuck?
much like Riley.
He does look a little bit like Riley. So the bloke, and if you want you to get a guess in. Oh, that was your guess.
Yeah,
Did you have a guess who this was? It's not him.
2 times at a party on the weekend, 2 different people said, you look so much like Jake.
Okay. Were they my mates?
One of them was.
The other guy
the
has
other one
never
was-
met me.
The other one was a random woman.
The other
not a
one was
random-
an enemy.
Not a random woman, but a random to you, Jake. Like, you would have no idea who she is, but it's one of my friends. But she was like, you look so much like your older brother. And then showed me a TikTok. I was like, that one. I was like, right. Yeah.
No one ever thinks you look like you, Joe.
Well, she did say, how do you know those guys? Is one of them your brother? And I was like, that's kind of the whole thing. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. No, the one we got was actually another footballer who I've never thought you look like, but then on
Max
single
gone.
view, Sam Draper,
The Drapes.
who currently plays
Essendon.
for he currently plays for Brisbane. And I can sort of see where he's coming from. I think maybe when you had the long hair, potentially.
Yeah, the dirty, dirty mullet.
Yeah, like a few
Like
years
down
back
to
when it
my-
was really hectic. I saw a video that we shared not that long ago from way back then, and the mullet was fucking...
Yeah, we used to go real short on the top, 0 on the sides, and don't touch the back.
I saw
I don't
what I used
reckon
to-
he looks like Riley.
I said that to Cade the other day when I was getting a haircut. I was like, remember when I used to come in here and say, just don't touch the back? So what I'd sit down and say, just don't touch the back.
just
I'll
quickly,
get you.
have a look at Sam Draper with no hair. Like, he
He looks
just...
like a different guy.
what the fuck?
Okay, that kind of looks like Riley.
You reckon?
I don't think Sam Draper really looks like Riley. I think
We might put a poll out. Does he look more like Ryan Clark or Sam Draper?
Jordan
Jordan
Clark.
Clark,
Who did I say?
Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark. He used to play football as well. Ryan Clark used to play for Sydney.
Oh, let's have a look what he looks like.
Okay.
If I was, could we try and maybe start a thing where we could get Sam Draper's nickname to be Don?
That would be good.
Don Draper. I feel like anyone would be keen for that.
Does Riley look
Should
at
we
all?
message him?
Does Riley look at all like Ryan Clark?
Not really.
Only in the sense that
just
you're
a random guy that he accidentally said.
only in the sense that you're white. I think that might be the only.
What
thing
about
we've got in common.
Jeremy Cameron? Let's have a look at him.
This isn't very fun for anyone.
Oh, it's fun.
No,
for me.
everyone knows that.
You guys are both just on your phone looking at photos of
Are
footballers.
we still recording?
I'm
Oh,
the only
I've
one
stopped
here
looking.
talking.
I'm
I'm looking at
actually,
photos of you, man. I want to see who you look like.
I'm actually just betting at the moment. No, not really. I was going to show you a video we did 2 years ago, but again, that's not very fun for anyone watching.
No.
It was when we were chatting with Tim Blackwell, and your hair was fucking wild.
It was short then. I cut it.
Fucking short my ass. Have a look at it.
That is pretty long, yeah. That's really long.
That's not Blackers. That was
No,
not.
it's just around that time.
Oh,
Around
right.
that time. Come on.
Yeah, that is long.
Did you cut it for?
You know, I used to go to my corporate job like that. People wear suits in my office.
It's so long.
Do you know when I first cut my hair short, I got in the next day. You know, I got a standing ovation from the office. Like literally,
Standing over. Well, now that I see it,
like people actually like the whole office was like, because you know, there's like the dividers. Everyone had to stand up to see. They were already standing.
it looks fucking
started the O?
hectic.
I think just like one of the people that sit next to me, one of my mates, was just like, "Hey, Riley, cool haircut," and then the whole office was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Were you expecting that?
No.
Did you?
I was like 4 months into working at the place.
Oh, so you had it for your 21st. You had the long hair.
That was the last hurrah. I think I
Fucking
cut
hell.
it the next
Have
week.
a look at it hanging as well. It's like it looks like he's just like got shoulder pads. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh,
sick.
there's
Full of shit.
You could be a judge.
yeah, exactly right. Well, there you go. We'll put up a little poll. Does he look like Ryan?
Jordan
Clark.
Clark.
Ryan Clark is just a guy you said for no reason.
Yeah, who plays football?
Or Sam parentheses the Don.
The
Yeah,
Don
John.
Draper. Huge boys, it's been an absolute pleasure until we do this time next week. Stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to
Gotta give your mama a hug.
ciao for now, but not forever. Thank you so much for being a part of the pack. If you enjoyed this week's episode, make sure to leave a little comment in the Spotify box below telling us what you liked. Or slide into our DMs. That's right, they're nice and juicy. They're very wet in there. You can slide in. Or you can just tell a mate.
Share it with your mates.
Just share it with your mate. You
Share it
know
with
what?
the lads
Yeah.
or the girls.
Oh yeah, just share it. Just share it around. Tell people that you're enjoying it, and tell people that you like being a part of a community. The pack. Without you guys, we're just Mac, but with you guys, we are the Mac Pack. Thanks, guys.